The Beer Brothers is a comedy podcast where two dumb babies related by blood grew up and now review beers for you, the people. You can drink along if you'd like, but maybe don't do it in your car on the way to work. Drink responsibly. At home. In the dark.
Okay, and we're back. Episode 3, Beer Brothers. Let's get into this.
Oh, yes.
We're not going to jump right into the beer. The first, we will.
We're sipping on it.
Yeah, we're already sipping.
We jumped right into the beer, but you won't.
Yeah, okay. No, actually we will. We'll just go ahead and tell you what we're cracking on here with the good stuff. This is from our hometown of Hendersonville, Tennessee, which is probably about 10 miles outside of Nashville. It's Half Batch Brewing Company. We are drinking their Falcon Scottish Ale, which is a delicious. It's it is red. It's more of a red hue, but it looks kind of brown. But it smells great, super smooth. It's got a delicious malty flavor to it. But we're just going to read real quick what they say about it, which is the Falcon Scottish Ale. Take a walk on the malty side. Top quality Scottish base malt, a wee bit of roasted malt, and a balanced bitterness combined to make this beer a smooth, easy drinker with a nice dry finish. Keep it cold and drink it fresh. # never half-ass. This is, I've had a couple of these beers from these guys, and I mean, honestly, all their stuff has been just fantastic. So
yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah, I hope to have the brewer on this show at some point in the future. Hopefully, once we get our feet kind of
wet, nice and sopping
wet with the good stuff.
Nice and wet and moist feet.
Yeah, moist feet. But anyway, so it's this is a really good beer. It'd probably go great with mashed potatoes and a Salisbury steak. I know that it sounds weird. Probably a lot of people don't eat that.
No, I get it.
Like meat, gravy.
Yes, gravy.
That sort of thing. Like a home-cooked meal. This would go fantastic with.
Ooh, like a fried pork chop.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
That would be pretty good.
Woo! I would eat it right now. Sounds
starving. I just ate and I'll eat again.
I ate before I came to the recording tonight, and I would definitely be like, oh, you're having that? Yes. Let me just go ahead and get a scoop.
I'm a glutton for that food punishment.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, so first question that I had this random thought, which, great at having those. I just thought, you know what? How much would it take for you to be dressed in a gimp suit and go through a McDonald's drive-thru?
Oh. It wouldn't take me much. I would just be... I do that every Saturday.
You're like, that's a normal occurrence.
I get hungry while I play on the weekend.
Well, here's the thing. Is like, I would want you to act hurried. Because McDonald's always hurried anyway. But, you're on the clock. Like, you're a gimp on the clock. And you were sent as part of your domination to get McDoubles.
You gotta keep the mouth zip until they ask you, and you're only allowed to unzip. It's like
how much is it?
Yeah, welcome to McDonald's. I can help you.
Yeah.
Can I get 2 McDoubles and no pickles on those, and a couple Diet Cokes, large fry, and I definitely gonna need at least 14 apple pies.
Yeah.
Don't ask.
2 for $1, right?
Don't ask.
2 for $1.
Yeah.
Need those.
And then you just zip it back up.
Yeah.
And then imagine you get up. Man, that motherfucker's getting a lot of apple pies.
Yeah.
And then they get up to the line. And they look at you and you unzip it.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I get it now.
Well, okay, so here's the other kicker with this whole thing is that you definitely have a dildo strapped to your chin.
Oh God.
Like that's the big one, so
is it a big one or is that the big one?
The Intimidator.
Oh.
Like that's what it's called. Like Dale Earnhardt Jr. Yeah.
Number 3, R.I.P.
Broken at the head. Oh, that's...
Oh, my God.
It's super dark with that joke.
You just alienated any potential NASCAR listeners which love beer.
Well, they love beer. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be, right onto our show first thing.
That's true. Maybe they'll only jump into, episode 45. and they'll never hear this one.
They may never hear this. Yeah.
The one demographic you thought you couldn't offend.
Yeah. Well, no. Let's be real. They're easy to offend.
Okay, that's true. Oh,
wait,
sorry.
R.I.P.
Dale. R.I.P. Dale. R.I.P.
Yeah. It was a legend, okay? He was the Michael
God.
Jordan of race car.
He was.
NASCAR.
It wouldn't take me much to do it as a prank.
Okay.
I would say, I would definitely want payment to do this, because just getting into that suit alone, I'm imagining takes a tremendous amount of time, and you're probably just sweating.
Oh, you have to be, because it's pure
just cover
latex
my body in baby powder beforehand.
I don't even know what those suits are made of. But
yeah, either pleather. I don't know.
Yeah, it's gotta be something gross.
Pleather.
Yeah.
You look at the guy from
9mm? What are you talking about here? What are you talking about?
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction. Yes.
You think about
the
guy from Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. Okay. So how much for you to go through? You could do it for free. If it was just like normal, you could unzip your mouth. But if you had a ball gag in, and you could not take the ball gag out, and you had to order.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. The reason the way I would do it for free is if it was like I lost a bet. Okay.
Okay.
I feel like that's one of those things that I would agree to for losing a bet because it would be so damn funny.
Oh yeah.
But without losing a bet, if you were gonna pay me, it would be a minimum $200. I'm a cheapskate, but I feel like that's not highballing or lowballing. Yeah, I feel like I'm kind of in a good ballpark for like. That's an easy $200. I don't have to get out of my car. I don't have to see anybody else with this person at McDonald's that will never recognize me.
That's true.
They will never recognize.
Yeah.
You get out. The next time you come through, they're like, hey man, remember me? They're like, no. Like, I was the guy with the gimp suit.
They would never forget your face.
At that point. Oh my God.
I do remember you. We talked about that for months.
Imagine being on the other side of that, being the person in the window, like you were working a fast food job and somebody pulled up like that.
That'd be bad. So, I worked a lot of fast food just as a teenager, and there was even a time that I was working at a place. It was Taco Bell, and there, you know where this is, but anyway, so the drive-thru would wrap around the front of Taco Bell.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, and so it would go past all the people sitting. So if you were like in the drive-thru line, you could just see people inside eating, like. You're just watching them eat their nachos Bel Grande or whatever they're eating, right?
Alone.
And one time, alone mostly. Yeah, that's a lonely meal, nachos Bel Grande. That's when you eat when you're very shameful. It's actually, it is.
Or a little drunk.
Yeah, no. Well, if it's 1 a.m. and you're eating a nachos Bel Grande, it's a different reason.
You're in the zone.
If it's 7:30 on a Friday and you're in there by yourself, there's. You got more going on.
You definitely alone.
You got more going on because you have a lot not going on. Anyway.
I just needed to get away from the house, God.
Fucking cats. I'm so tired of them.
Brenda's is on my back again.
Need this nacho Bel Grande. Just needed it. Anyway, so one time we were going through the drive-thru, or I worked at this place. And God, I was just a ballsy-ass teenager or just a complete fucking idiot. Because we're going through there. And our brother John's driving. Okay, we're with all our friends, like in our band stuff, and excuse me. And we're stopped. Like there's a car in front of us, or two cars in front of us. And we're kind of stopped, and there's somebody eating in the window right next to us. And I decide to moon them with like my asshole on the glass of our car.
I thought you were gonna say your asshole on the outside of the Taco Bell.
No, that would have been better. But it was definitely on the glass of the car that we were in. Oh my God! And the shock and horror of the dad, the 7-year-old that was.
Oh no!
But we did it like just as the like car in front of us was starting to move, so we weren't gonna be caught doing it. But man, just good times in Taco Bell drive-thru.
I never did anything like that. I always went through lines and asked for things that weren't on the menu.
Yeah,
yeah. So the only place that sells potato cakes is Arby's, which is basically hash browns.
Latkes.
But they're basically
selling latkes. Okay.
They're basically like triangle shaped.
They're hash browns. Yeah.
So I would always go to like Wendy's or any place like that and say, "Oh, can I get some potato cakes?"
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm sorry, sir. We don't what? Potato cakes? Just like four potato cakes?"
Yeah, you don't got potato cakes.
We don't sell those here, sir. I mean, last time I was here, I had potato cakes, but all right, whatever.
I have been on the other side of that conversation where you're just like, this guy's fucking crazy, and he won't leave me alone. I was like, goddamn potato cake.
It was just me. The whole time, every time.
Well, so there was another time, and I guess I just had something out for Taco Bell in my employment there. But
well, who wouldn't?
Well, I love Taco Bell. Like, I still eat it today. A lot of people are like, oh, I work there. I would never eat there again.
Oh, yeah.
Taco Bell, I don't give a shit. It's so good. I don't care. So kudos to you, Taco Bell. But also, there was one time they had this motto written on the wall inside, and it said, we guarantee that you're going to love this meal, blah, 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 blah. If you don't love it, we'll eat it. Okay?
That's weird.
Yeah. It was a weird sign. What they meant was they would eat the cost. So they would give you a refund. You don't like it, they'll eat the cost. But that's not what the sign said. The sign said, we'll eat it.
You just go into Taco Bell and pretend you hate your meal just to force an employee to eat it.
We had to play it. We actually went in. We had a whole meal with some friends. I read this sign and just noticed... how it was like, oh, these people were in trouble. So I go to this poor girl. She's like probably 16, 17. I'm like, yeah, I'll have a guacamole burrito, please. She's like, a what? I was like, I just want a tortilla with 7 shots of guacamole.
7 shots of guacamole.
Because it's in a gun. I don't know if you've never probably seen it. It's like, click, 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 click.
Yeah.
It's not like they're scooping fresh guacamole onto your thing. It's in a canister like you would get glue.
It's like a caulk gun.
Yeah, it is. It's a caulk gun for guacamole.
It's a guac gun. That was a bad joke.
But that's what it is. It's a guac gun. It's a guac, and they have a sour cream gun. Okay, they're both the same. It's a click, click. If you want it. So I was like, yeah, I just want a tortilla with 7 clicks of guacamole. So they give me it. We go out. We take one bite. I'm like, I don't like this. I take it up there. God, I'm such a dick. I take it up to the thing. I'm like, ma'am, I read your sign, and your sign says
you have to eat this.
You've got to eat this. Yeah,
I would have got 7 shots of sour cream.
Oh, yeah, well, sour cream's not too bad, but a lot of people
just
aren't
eating
into
sour
guacamole.
cream would be pretty rough.
Guacamole back then
that's true.
was not as cool as it is now. I feel like it's a little bit better. Maybe some older, more people eat it. I don't know.
I think people have figured out how to make it right.
Yeah, and it's not coming out of a can or
coming out of a
caulk gun. Yeah. So anyway, I straight up convince this girl, your sign says you have to eat this, the whole thing, and I expect you to eat it. Was hardcore on it, and the manager comes out, and the manager's like, well, what's going on here? I said, sir, your sign says if I don't love this food,
you'll eat
then
it.
You have to eat it. And after 15 minutes of talking to this guy and just trying to convince him, he's eventually no, I think you're misunderstanding. It just means it will give you a refund. I was like, but that's not what it says, man. I need you to eat it.
Imagine you're that manager and somebody like you comes up and they order a sour cream burrito or a guacamole burrito and they're like, no, sir, I want you to eat this.
Yeah.
And then they're you're like, sir, you either eat this or I'm raising hell in here.
Yeah.
I'm going to make everyone in here know how mad I am. And then, some managers are like, oh, shit, I'll just take a bite.
Oh, God.
Imagine taking a bite, and then they just, put their hand in their pocket, and then they just go, oh, God, that's hot. Okay, before we move on to our next beer, I will say this beer was very easy to drink.
Yeah, very enjoyable.
Fulkin. It was, yes, a very enjoyable beer. Just peeking out those mics.
Sorry.
When are you going to get over this sickness?
I'm trying to. I've already finished antibiotics at this point.
It's okay.
I'm kind of in trouble, I think. I'm starting to think it's pneumonia.
I'm sure the beers don't help at all.
They're probably not helping, but work's got to be done. You gotta do some work.
But if you're ever in the Nashville area and you get a chance to try half batch, I don't know how far out they have.
They're pretty small right now, so you got to be pretty close to Nashville to get half batch.
True, this is a smaller batch of beers at the moment.
Yeah.
But they're really good. Honestly, a lot of their stuff is in this Fulkin Scottish Ale is great. So if you're ever in the area, definitely, if you see it,
pick it up
in a place or on tap somewhere, definitely grab it. It's a great
I think what I like
Scottish ale.
most about it, Scottish ales can tend to be a little high in content if you're like not careful. Like some of them can. I guess mostly they're probably in the 4 range, but that's like a
4.9.
Okay, 4.9, right?
It's like right inside of the session beer
like it's
range.
Very drinkable, and you could have a couple of them and not feel like you can't go home.
Oh, exactly. No, this is a solid beer. This as far as like kind of redder ales go, this is put this on the list of ones
Digging
that I
it.
like for sure.
Great stuff.
All right, well, let's move on to the next beer.
All right, so our next beer that we're diving into here is from Devil's Backbone Brewery, which is out of Roseland, Virginia, correct? It is one of my favorite beers that I've found here recently in Tennessee, so I don't know how far west coast this thing has made it yet, but as far as making it Tennessee, it definitely has. It's just fantastic. I'm going to read you their description of it. It says, this is our Old Faithful, sorry. No, it's not a geothermal phenomenon. It's the beer everybody, including professional beer judges, just seems to dig. Maybe they like how it's smooth, medium-bodied, and semi-sweet, while not too heavy or bitter. Maybe it's the amber color or the blend of our 4 imported malts balanced by Germanic hops, or the fact that it takes 5 weeks to get right. Or maybe it's all of the above. So it's not, if you haven't gathered, it's got a 5.2 alcohol volume. Or percentage. It's not very bitter. 18 points of IBU. It's an amber in color, and everything they described about it is pretty much spot on. It's smooth, a little bit of sweet, not a whole bunch of craziness to it. It's just a damn good beer.
Yeah, I don't have a lot to add. Like, they pretty much nailed everything we would want to say about it.
It's a little wordy for me to like just read through for the first time.
Yeah, that was a lot. No, that's great. It's good when a company can describe a beer very well, and then when you drink it, you're like, I agree with everything you just said.
And I'm not going to add anything to it. But, so good job. Again, this is one of my favorite beers. If I'm out and they have this, I'm usually going to go for it.
It might have made it to the West Coast. They were purchased by Anheuser-Busch in 2016, so they have distribution.
Okay.
You know? So, sorry. So yeah, I'm sure they've made it on out there.
Expanded a little
bit. Yeah. If they have them behind them, they're probably good to go. Oh.
Here it is.
Here he comes.
Here he comes. Special guest. Here he is. Step.
Oh,
there he is.
Roommate.
The roommate's here, everyone.
What's up? Sorry, I didn't know you were recording.
We're going to leave this in. Anything you'd like to add, sir?
Anything?
Oh, wait, anything to add?
Yeah, what do you want to add? They can hear you. Just come on. We'll leave it.
That is a solid fake part.
Very wise, sage words from the Toothless Wonder.
He ain't got no teeth.
He ain't got no teeth.
He actually lived with the mole man.
Yeah, that's who that was. Making his debut with
the mole man.
Should I not put my laundry in the dryer?
You can put it in the dryer, but I'll start it for you whenever I'm done with this.
Gucci man.
We're gonna pause for 1 second.
Yeah,
while he does this.
That's fine.
Okay, so now that the roommate's gone back to his room to jack off, let's
we've already covered the beer. It's good. We're gonna sip on it while we talk here.
Yeah. Well, wait. Let me get one more good sip because I didn't really.
Yeah, let me get into my questions here. That's another thing.
That is a very smooth beer. I see why this is one of your favorites.
Yeah, dudes. So we can. What kind of question you want to get into here?
I don't care. Just whatever's next, whatever you're feeling like. Just ask away.
I've got good stuff. I've got like kind of serious stuff, kind of funny stuff. What do you want?
You can do what's good stuff?
Okay, good stuff. Hold on. Here's one thing I thought of. All right. Mm-hmm. So the NFL Combine was recent. You know, had get a lot of good stuff out of that. I thought it would be awesome if they did just average Joe Combine. You know what I mean?
Well, they had that TV show that was like Average Joe. And it was an Average Joe versus an NFL or a professional athlete.
No. I'm talking like this guy takes the trash out better than this guy. Like, he's much more efficient at loading trash bags.
I see what you mean.
I think it's so hilarious that, we put so much weight on celebrity, as far as like actors or pro athletes or whatever. Like if you see this guy, okay, you see LeBron James, and you're like, holy shit, it's LeBron James. I want to take a fucking picture with this guy. You know, it's like, guess what? If you're just gonna like knock it down to layman's terms, he is like, hey, he was the top sales holder in his sales meeting. You know what I mean? Like he's just a fucking really good at his job.
Like, the regional winner of the
regional sales
Sudoku champion.
Excellence. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, in my world, that's kind of like what you have. It's like there's always somebody that's the best at their job, and
he's the LeBron James of sales.
There he is. Let's get a picture with Timothy. You know, like whatever his name is. I don't know. Johnson.
You know what would be funnier? So instead of like an average Joe combine, where it's just a bunch of dads, you know,
or moms, or mommies,
mommies and daddies trying to do, and zaddies trying to do.
Yeah, whatever. What do you want to call them?
Trying to do. Oh fuck. Trying to do normal things, and who does them the best? I think it would be funnier just for me to have a few of these average guys put into the real combine, but they pretend they're like real athletes.
Oh yeah,
having like a bad day, you know. Like, really excited about this guy at UCLA. He graduated at 46, but he's he was the kicker on the team. But he's gonna run in the 40 today, and good God, I think he has shin splints.
Okay. Here's a better question. The bench press of the combine is 225 pounds, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty hefty if you don't work out.
Oh no, that's a good amount of weight. I wouldn't do very well with that.
I could do one. I think I could do maybe two.
I'm in the same.
I could do maybe two. Like I'm pretty strong because I work out some, but I'm not trying to. I'm not
some
a bodybuilder.
Some of these dudes do like 20, 25. I'm like, nope.
Dude, 20, like 27. Some of them do 30. Like linemen
I don't
do like
remember
crazy
what the record
numbers.
is. The record's like 40. I think
it's insane how much weight they can just move. Like, and it's impressive. I get it. Whatever. But what are you laughing at?
I was thinking about the average Joe thinking somebody trying to lift 225 pounds.
That's what I'm saying.
And it falls in their
how
face.
Many people in your office today, because you work in a corporate world, how many people in your office could lift 225 pounds more than once?
In my office?
Yeah, more than one time. It's probably a handful of people.
And then there's this one girl who's like a bodybuilder, fitness, more like finesse, but she's pretty ripped.
Yeah.
And her arms are bigger than anybody's in that office. I think she could do it several times.
She'd probably be like the one to win.
Yeah, she's like a woman warrior, and she would destroy us all. And most everybody else are like kind of hipster nerds.
In my office, like literally in my office, I think it would be one guy in the loading dock in the back who's on steroids, because everybody else is 43 or older. Like, I have a lot of older people in my office, and nobody could do it. Like, it would just be like, and then you'd have to, like, help them. You'd be like, hey, come in, spotter, get him.
Yeah, I'm imagining, like, that same combine thing where it's like an average Joe trying to do 225 pounds.
Yeah.
He's like, and all right, he's going to the bench press now. I've heard that he can lift quite a bit. And then he, like, he does one, turns beet red in the face and shits himself. Oh no, he's pooped his pants.
It's an audible.
Well, at least he got the one. That's all that matters.
And that's like what makes him set it down. Yeah. He's like trying to control the.
Oh no, he's dropped it on his face and he's forever ugly.
So I knew this one Filipino guy. His name's Ray. Mm-hmm. And Ray was 5'3", and he was bald because he had taken steroids. You know, he'd wanted to be a bald
he wanted to be a bald builder.
Bald bodybuilder. Yeah.
He wanted to be a bald builder. He wanted to be a bald boy.
Yeah. He wanted to be a bodybuilder. Okay, he was a Filipino guy.
A Baldwin brother.
And he, he wanted, like, he was like this guy, and he would just do stuff, and like he's kind of a prideful dude. His teeth were really like perfect, like straight perfect guy.
Chiclets.
Yeah, and I was like, man, like your teeth are like freaking great. Like, what do you do to take care of it? He's like, oh no, these are fake. I dropped a barbell on my fucking face one day.
Oh my god!
Broke all his teeth out. Like,
that sounds
surgically, he had implants.
Oof.
Yeah, all his teeth were fake. I was like, okay. And he did look like a Ninja Turtle. Sorry, Ray, if you ever hear this. He's definitely Raphael. Tina, One of those guys.
my god! Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, the '90s live action.
Yeah,
Very
he definitely looked like one of the. Like he was jacked, but he was bald. He didn't have any.
He's bald and he had fake teeth.
Fake teeth,
That's a
yeah.
Ninja Turtle. Paint him green. He's a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, and he was kind of hunched. Like he kind of hunched over. He had so much muscle.
Huge traps.
Yeah, he did.
It's like I got a shell on my back or something.
Like Kermit the Frog.
Yeah.
Like
Kermit, ripped Kermit.
ripped Kermit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you done with those dumbbells?
So I'm just gonna scoot in here.
I'm just gonna scoot in here.
Mind if I work in? Anyway.
Jack Kermit the Frog. This is stupid. This is stupid shit.
I know. All right, we need to move on.
Yeah.
All right, thoughts on these? Let's just clean it off. What we got?
I mean, this is just another very smooth beer. I will say, flavor-wise, previous beer was like more malty, like you were saying before.
Yeah.
This beer is definitely more smooth. It's like a very mellow.
It's well balanced.
Mellow amber beer. It's like one of the more mellow amber beers I think I've ever had. I really enjoy how easy to sip this beer is. This is easy. I like we've had a lot of easy drinking beers so far. Even the IPA we had last week was pretty easy for the most part. I was surprised by how that was actually
even the sour we had was pretty.
That IPA was like one of the best IPAs I've ever had last week. I thought it was like up there. I was like, man, this is good.
Yeah, that was good.
But no, this beer's great.
Yeah.
I see why this is like an easy go to for you.
That's it.
I got that.
This is for me, if I like for real, if I'm getting like a just nasty I know it's gonna kill me one day burger, like this beer goes with it all day.
Yeah, that's so true. ABV on this is 5.2%, and we didn't get IBUs on the last one.
Yeah. Well, we didn't, but it's just as small as this one. It's 18 on this. So
okay, it's somewhere in that range.
The last one, let's see if they tell us.
They don't always tell us.
They don't tell us in this. We'd have to look at.
We
gotta look it up. It's 4.9, but it's either 18 or less.
It was not a super bitter beer. This was probably actually less, if I had to guess.
Probably.
Bitterness scale. All right. Cool. Let's go on to the next beer then.
All right, let's go. Next beer.
Next beer. We have a beer here from... Okay, let the cough monster
Hold on, wait.
do his thing. Hold on.
There we go. Okay.
Baby's got a cough. Let's burp.
I got it all. Let's go.
Burp the baby.
Okay, we're ready.
All right.
Sorry. I needed to get all that out before you started this, so I wasn't doing it.
He's got no lungs left to hack.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got half a lung.
Here we go. Wait, hold on. This is just a can about the beer. Hold on. Their website's not amazing. Their website's not...
Jesus.
Okay. So our next beer is out of
Georgia.
Avondale Estates, Georgia. And it is from Wild Heaven Beer. It is called White Blackbird. It's got a cool little can. I really like the... they do emergency drinking beer.
All right.
I won't get into that beer. Okay, so this is a Belgian-style saison. Saison, for people who don't know. This is a 6% ABV. Our Belgian-style saison is brewed with generous amounts of pink peppercorns to accentuate the herbal, earthy, spicy notes of this amazing yeast. Korean pears marinated in Chardonnay and
Chardonnay,
are added to the fermentation. The result is a host of savory flavors melding together into a wonderful new spin on a well-known style. Finishes dry with woody, earthy hints and elegantly well-rounded fruit and spice notes.
Okay. I'm glad you covered that it had peppercorn in it because I feel like any saison that I've ever tried is always peppery. There's always this pepper taste to it.
Yeah, there's a slight
And
pepper.
it's not a beer that I've like researched or looked into much, so I feel like anytime I tasted it, I always thought, man, it's got like this peppery back end that I can't get over. So this would go great with some fried chicken. That's just, I'm just going to put it there. That's my thoughts.
Yes, I like that. So this beer has a taste to me somewhat similar to a Hefeweizen beer, which is another Belgian style of beer. They always kind of have this weird banana back note to them.
This is way more spicy, though. It's
no, it is. I'm just saying, and I think that's the pears. I think the pears are the fruitiness that I'm getting on that. So I definitely understand them saying it's spicy, fruity notes. They're right about that. It definitely has spicy, fruity notes. It does have that peppery, a little bit of pepperiness on the front end. Yeah. And it's hard to define it. It's not like black pepper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a weird way to.
You know why I think fried chicken would go great with it is because this is just. It's such a wild beer. Like it's got, like they said, it's like really savory, but it's also got just this kind of, I don't know, it's an all over the place.
Yeah.
It's not sour, it's not bitter, it's just, there's something about, it's like you need fat to cut it down.
Oh,
so
okay.
like biting into a piece of like, I'm thinking like, if I got a drum of a chicken, whatever, like a leg, and I'm just biting into that, like this would balance out the flavor that's in my mouth so well and just make like a beautiful beer.
Okay, I get that. Yeah, because it does have like a, yeah, you're right. It's not like sour, but there's a zestiness there. And I think that is the peppery fruit.
That's what I'm saying. If you had some fat to cut it down, because it's a little spicy, you had the fat of the chicken and the skin and all that stuff. It's like, this is some good shit.
Yeah, I could do some fried chicken right now.
Yeah, I'm into it. Anyway, okay, course, so here we go.
Anytime we drink and do the show afterwards, I just want to eat. Last week we recorded and I was like, hot chicken pizza. I'm going to go get that right now.
Delicious. Anyway, all right, so I found this great article about strange candy, okay? And so I'm going to read you the title, and I'm going to go from least to worst. In flavor profile, and you tell me yes I would try or no I would not. Okay, it's pretty simple, it's pretty straightforward. Here we go. Ready? Let me get the least here we go. Okay, I found it. Okay, tequila lollipops.
Oh wait,
with a real worm.
Am I saying would I do that?
Would you try it out? Okay, so you've seen these in gas stations around.
Yeah, I'd do it.
Okay, you'd eat the worm.
I'd try it.
You go for it.
I'd try it.
Okay, with a scorpion. This is also the secondary. This is another one. I thought these were weak. I was like, I've seen these.
Yeah, I'd try it.
Okay, with the scorpion, you like totally chomp down.
I would do it. I'd probably gag, but I'd do it.
Here's the better question: would you eat the sucker until it became exposed, or would you just chomp on it and just try and eat it all in one bite?
Yeah, I would bite down on that bad boy. I'm not licking this until I feel a weird little fucking exoskeleton shell. And I'm like, oh, this is good.
Okay, yeah, all right. Here's another one. Okay, I'm not gonna give you
tongue fucking a scorpion. Right?
Yeah. I've never eaten one of those. I've seen them at gas stations, and I've always thought, what's the thrill of eating this? Like, I don't know. Like, I've eaten grub though. I've eaten crickets, that sort of thing.
I can do crickets.
No, dude, they're fine. Like, you get there's these beef jerky stores, and it's like, oh, crickets, they're barbecue. Like, they've got them flavored.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine, but it's just one of those things where
it tastes like styrofoam. It doesn't taste like anything.
That's weird.
Yeah, I know that might be weird, but you're just chomping it, you're like, no, and
no.
Not a big deal. No. Yeah, that's essentially it. Okay, next flavor. Would you try it? Onion flavored or onion ring flavored mints. There it is. I'm gonna show you a picture just so you see them.
Kill me, God, no.
What?
No.
You wouldn't try it?
No.
Why? Just try it. Who gives a shit? It's onion ring flavored.
Listen. So the idea of somebody being like, "Hey, you want a mint?" and they don't tell me what it is, and I put it in my mouth, and it's onion, I would be so fucking mad if somebody did that to me.
So I was in Vegas one time, and they had this candy store, and it was, it had weird stuff or whatever, but it had one. It was dill pickle mints, and I totally bought it, and they were pretty funky.
Yeah, I remember you got that, and your kids tried it, right?
Yeah, they tried it. It was all right. But they weren't bad. Like, they had mint flavor and they had dill pickle, but it wasn't like overly one or the other. It was just kind of like a weird sugary sweet thing. Okay. But onion ring would be weird. Okay, next candy. Here we go. This is gonna be good. Can't wait. Okay. Thanksgiving gumballs. Here are the flavors: pumpkin pie, cranberry, turkey.
So are they trying to emulate the scene in Willy Wonka?
I guess. I don't know, but that's the three. One of them's brown.
I love the ad because it's like a 1980s like mock-up of a Thanksgiving dinner.
For those you can't see, there's like a bowl of cranberries, a pumpkin pie, and then this golden turkey. But the gumball, like for each color, pumpkin pie is orange, cranberry is like a maroon, red, whatever, and then turkey is this gross pale flesh color. Yeah.
Here, have some flesh balls.
Turkey. Like, you
turkey
imagine,
testicles.
I'm like, yeah, man, you want a gumball? And you're like, yeah. And I just hand you one of like a flesh-colored ball.
This one looks like a small testicle.
It's savory.
Turkey's like the most bland of meats, too. So you're just getting a bland... Is it just a gumball with no flavor?
You know what I mean? You're like,
or it's just like kind of salty.
I figure it's probably like turkey gravy. You ever had turkey gravy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
So it's probably like that. Could you just like chomp on turkey gravy?
Fuck no.
Yeah, it would be good.
That'd be so gross.
Could you... So, like, you know, turkey sandwiches are a big thing. Like, Subway even puts out turkey sandwiches.
Oh, like
they put out the cranberry, stuffing,
oh,
turkey.
Okay.
Like, so if you paired it with the cranberry, could you, like, be into it or no? Salty sweet, no?
Plus, that's too... Also, that type of gumball, it's the classic... big fucking gumballs you get out of
your
like
teeth break.
the Gashapon machine at Kroger. You know what I mean?
Been in there for 4 years. And
you chew on that gumball and your jaw is in so much pain afterwards. Yeah. Imagine doing two of those bad boys at the same time. No, not doing that.
Okay, we're still in the same gumball realm, all right? Okay. And I think these probably taste good, okay? But the visual on them is disturbing to me, okay? It's bubblegum camel balls.
Hold on.
Let's unpackage this.
Hold on a minute.
For the listener.
Okay.
Just tell them what you see.
Yeah, okay. First thing you see is what looks like the equivalent of coconuts. But they're not coconuts. It's a gumball that's been split in half. And instead of milk inside, it's red goo. Hold on, I'm getting there. Extra sour.
Oh.
And then it says, okay, I'm getting here. So there's a camel on the back.
And he's got a smirk.
No, let me get there. I'm going to get there.
Okay.
His testicles are showing. This is a perfect rear view image.
Yes.
He's looking back at his testicles with a grin, an impish grin.
Like, you want to eat these motherfuckers? Underneath
that, there is the words, liquid filled.
Oh.
Apparently, wait, what's the description of this?
Excuse me. They're probably good. I think they're probably cherry filled.
A psychopath made these.
Yeah, it's somebody.
Some fucking... Like, you know what this was? This is the last day of my job. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
and
we're gonna
make
this,
and it got sold.
Okay, hold on. Let me just sort through real fast. Okay, gotta sort through. We did that one. Okay, no, that one's pretty bad. Oh, that one's pretty bad. Okay, here's the next one. Ready? Oh, it's for all our Irish folk, Scottish folk. Gummy haggis.
That's poop. That looks like a turd.
Just read the description. Read what it says about it.
Perfect gift for your coworker who mentioned her Scottish ancestry once and whom you don't particularly like. So, to me, this looks like someone took a turd and wrapped string around both ends.
Yeah.
But it says it's butterscotch flavored.
Well, that's not haggis. Because haggis is
What is haggis?
Haggis, I'm pretty sure, is like...
Should we look it up to make sure?
Yeah, go ahead and look it up, but okay. I'm pretty sure it's a gross sausage, I forgive me because I'm just American. I've never had true haggis. It could be delicious. I'm open to try it. But like in Scottish, Irish culture, like blood sausage is a thing, and haggis, I'm pretty sure, is like it's something kind of gross. What do you got?
They're using some words I'm not familiar with, like an offal or pluck.
What?
I don't know what these mean. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of extra digging here. Because it says, Oh, okay.
let's get
Wikipedia's
it.
got me here.
There we
They're
go.
going to help me out.
Let's go.
Haggis is a savory pudding containing sheep's pluck, heart, liver, and lungs.
That's what I thought. It's an organ. It's an organ dish.
It's minced with onion, oatmeal, because why not?
Binder.
Spices and salt, and then I don't know what this word is. Fat, essentially.
I mean, I've had chicken heart before, so I would try it. I would
mix with a stock and cook with traditionally encased in the animal's stomach.
There it is.
So that's why it looks like a turd, because it's just stomach.
It's just wrapped in its intestines.
Butterscotch yummies
Yeah.
in the shape of a belly.
Okay, that's not the worst. Gummy earwax. That's a thing.
What is it?
It's available in regular and infected flavors.
Oh my god. That's well played. Well played. Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is. Next up,
I'm imagining the gummy, the earwax jelly beans, but worse.
Yeah,
like
Lord.
double dipping.
Okay, I'm not sure which is where. Actually, I'm going to go to one other that's. Here we go. We're in the top 3 of these most awkward candies that I found. Breast milk lollipops. Are you in? You down? You just getting one? You're just gonna go for it. Breast milk lollipops.
Is it even Does it even have a stick on it?
No, it's just you just pop it in like a big old ball of breast milk.
Does that say lolliphile?
Yes.
Like
Lollipops, breast milk.
pedophile, but for breast milk. Lolliphile.
Yeah. That's it.
You're a freak for suckers.
The description says, "I'll be impressed when someone invents placenta pops."
That's pretty good.
Okay, that's not the worst. We're still going. Here we
Okay,
go.
I thought it said number 1.
No, that's
Is
number
that your
3.
number
That's
one?
number 3. Okay, this is number 2. Number 2 is candy urine. I don't understand what's wrong with people. Like, why? Why do you want to eat it? Why do you want to ingest it?
Oh, like I'm feeling a little creepy here.
It's not even.
I felt gag-ish.
Yeah.
I felt a little gag. I felt a chill run up my spine just then. Because let me just explain this for people at home. This was inside of the equivalent of a piss cup that you do for drug testing.
Yeah.
That is how that is packaged.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's disgusting.
They recommend you slam one of these on your next blind date or in the middle of an important business meeting.
Yeah, you just pull one out. Imagine in the middle of a yes. Hey guys, give me 1 second. And then, like you draw attention to it, and then you just open this piss cup and drink it. And they're like, what is it? Probably like sour lemon or something.
Okay, you ready?
Oh,
Last
God.
one, and then we're gonna change beers because we're almost done. Here it is. Ready?
Go for it. Go for it.
You're so ready for this.
Okay,
Ready?
go.
Spermies. Here it is. Gummy sperms.
No. No. It's just a bunch of little Casper the Ghosts.
It's just the candy. The candy you love to swallow. So.
That is so fucking stupid.
Yep. I mean,
You know, there's
someone's
a
making
great
millions of
candy
dollars
shop
off
in
that.
downtown Nashville that's got some wild shit like that. But that is like some Spencer's Gift worthy dumb shit.
That's
Good.
that's some good. It used to be a customer of mine, Spencer's Gift. You know, you'd go into if you ever went to their corporate office, you'd go in, and they would have a wall of dildos, like literally just like things like dildos mounted on the walls.
It's so
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
It's like we're cool.
This is
but
the
it's
episode
so,
today. We're talking about all kinds of sexual weird
It's
stuff.
so much like God. They're trying so goddamn hard.
Yeah.
Kill me.
Kill me right now.
Oh, anybody who works there.
Bless you.
How? Yeah. Bless your little horny heart.
Bless your beautiful hide. All right, let's move on to the
That's like a
next.
90s cult. Like they never gave up on Beavis and Butthead. You know what I
Right.
mean?
It still works though.
Oh my god! It does still work. They still do. I mean, I wish fart spray was still around, but they got rid of that one.
Just go get some like deer piss in the hunter's aisle.
No, I'm good.
That shit's terrible. All right,
I've always wanted to throw those on one of those like evangelists in the street. They're yelling at you with a microphone like, "You're going to hell for that skirt you're wearing." I've always wanted to just throw some deer piss on one of those guys.
So one of those guys, here's what I would love to do is have a voice modulator, okay, and somehow have the deer piss sync to something in like a prosthetic on my face. I'd be like, whoa, just like spray it on him like I was a demon.
Beelzebub loves you.
Yeah. And just spray that shit. And because what would they do? What would they do in that moment?
They would probably die. They would have a heart attack and die.
Well, they would definitely go back to church that like Sunday. We were there and a demon showed up and he sprayed this liquid from his mouth.
This morning on the way to work, three things I saw back to back in one street corner. I was turning onto that street corner to get into my parking garage, okay?
Yeah.
I see a man, as the minute the light turns green for me, he's on the side where the light is red for him, he's on a bicycle. He has a bunch of laundry stacked up on one shoulder. So he's riding this bicycle one-handed, holding onto the top of the laundry the best he can, and a pair of underwear falls off. And he just kind of rides right in front of the traffic, and everyone stops and kind of laughs. I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. I have to walk back up to that corner to go to my office out of the garage. So do that. There's a gentleman on the edge of the road he also has a bicycle with a bunch of shit on it. And he's just kind of standing there, and he's saying things like this. Be obedient, and you will survive the devil. Jesus will save you if you're obedient. I'm like Jesus. He just starts going to this whole tirade.
Yeah, he's got it.
And we're all just ignoring him like, God, another fucking guy on the street corner yelling shit at us. So I just ignore him and walk down the road, and then I see another gentleman across the street who's just walking, and he kind of is looking over at people on our side of the street, just going, Charlie Wilson, Charlie Wilson, Charlie Wilson. What? I had no fucking clue what's going on. And then the fourth thing I saw after that is a guy on a Segway, like a security officer's Segway, is like, oh, hey, how you doing? Just like another day in this part of town. Thursday morning in Nashville, Am I right? It's like, what the fuck? Oh, God. Okay, so let's, on that note, we're
going to transition.
Last notes?
Here. Yeah, sorry. Last notes. It's good beer. I mean, it's a size. I'll be honest with you. I don't like these as much.
Okay.
Just because they tend to be just a little heavy.
Okay.
Like you can't
thick. They are a thicker beer.
It's definitely, like I said earlier, like it's a meal beer. Like you're having one of these, or
you're not drinking an entire 6-pack of these bad boys.
No, you're gonna feel sick if you do, and that's
true.
okay. But it's and it serves its place. It's like a wine. Like you have this, you have like one or two of these. Like you don't have like freaking 6 of them.
Yeah, no, that's true. I definitely feel that. This is definitely like a one time. Like I'm gonna eat some chicken and drink this beer. But I really love the flavor. It has a lot of flavor to it, and
I'm not discounting that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Not a party beer, that's for sure. But definitely a good sipping beer at the table while you're eating some food. I like it.
Yeah.
All right, next one.
Let's go. All right, so our next beer. I mean, you can if you want to go for it. Go for it.
I'll give it a shot. So our next beer is called Fancy Boy. And from Blackstone Brewery, actually out of Nashville.
What's great is it's a New England IPA
it's considered
out of Nashville.
Yeah, which is kind of weird.
So it's a Nashville beer that's posing as a New England beer that's posing as an Indian Pale Ale. Let's just go ahead and get all that out.
I don't know where I'm from. I need a 23 in me.
Yeah. That's this beer.
So, this beer did not have any descriptions on the website. It was kind of hard to find anything. I just, usually we like to try to, give
let
something.
Let the brewery talk.
Yeah, we like to let the brewers talk about their beer a little bit.
Yeah.
So, I wish we could find a little bit more about this. And, if we can in the future, we'll retcon this episode and fix it. But, anyways, this is a very light in color IPA. This beer is similar in color to the last beer we had, the saison, or like a Hefeweizen. It is really a bright. It's not. what's the word I'm looking for here? It's a foggy beer.
It's
not very.
It's got a haze. It's unfiltered.
Yeah, it's not insanely like translucent. It's a little opaque. It's a foggy beer.
Yeah.
Great smell. I mean, it's kind of a classic IPA taste. A lot of hops, a lot of bitter. Like I said, we couldn't find a ton of information about this beer. I think it's a 6.6. So the reason it's a New England IPA, and they're saying that like West Coast IPAs are normally like your classic IPAs. If they're traveling from India, they're going to like California. They're going to the West Coast.
Yeah.
Just geographically makes the most sense.
Right.
Whereas this IPA, being on this end of the country, they're saying it is purposely hazy, cloudy, like we said, foggy. It's a creamier beer, which is probably why the color is up there. It's a smoother IPA.
Not as bitter.
Its whole point, I believe, is from what I was reading here, and this says an unfiltered New England Pale Ale.
Yeah.
It is a smoother IPA. That's like the main point. It's lighter. It's smoother. It's not like insanely heavy. 6.6 is like right there. You know, it's not a session IPA. A session IPA would be under a 5, and that's like full of flavor and stuff. They kind of like go higher on the flavor end or whatever. But they lose alcohol percentage.
There's a company that makes like a all-day IPA, and that's a session IPA.
That's a session IPA. Yeah. So this is not a session IPA, but it's pretty light. It has a classic IPA feel without a lot of the dryness. It is not as dry as a normal IPA.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say that like I'd probably eat like salmon with this. You know, it's a fat content thing. It's like the saison, like saison, whatever you want to call it. It's another beer. It's like I need something a little fatter, a little smoother to cut some of the bitterness of the beer and pair well with it. Like kind of make this harmonious experience. But whatever, you know.
It's really the back end taste that is like you taste a lot of IPA for a minute after you've swallowed. But it's a smoother back end taste. It's not a strong IPA flavor that lasts. It's like a subtle. You just kind of taste it for a minute and then it fades out.
I will say there's a hint. I mean, obviously citrus is like a big thing, but like, you know, when I'm drinking it, there's like a back end. Whoa, that's my phone. there's a back end like orange. You know, like there's like this little bit of orange flavor.
Okay, yeah, I get that. Apologize for our allergies. It's just that time of year in the South, and we live in a dust bowl.
A pollen bowl. Yeah, just fucking.
Yeah,
fuck. I'm literally allergic to everything outside except for poplar trees.
Welcome to Beer Brothers.
Welcome to Beer Brothers Club.
We can't taste the beers, but we'll tell you.
We'll tell you what we think we taste.
This tastes like the inside of an asshole. I don't know.
No, I can taste much better than this week. So.
That's good.
Yeah. Anyway, last topic here, and then I've got to get going. Abducted in Plain Sight.
No.
Yeah, we're going there.
Stop!
No, it's like that show. Have you watched it? Okay.
I haven't watched it.
If you watch it, first of all, you're just going to be scared for the future.
Yeah, I love being scared.
Yeah, love it. I've got 3 kids, for people that don't know. And so Abducted in Plain Sight is basically about how a family friend molested a child, like right in front of this family, and didn't really realize what was going on. But the bigger thing here, not just this, was I wanted to talk about Leaving Neverland.
Oof.
Yeah, which was with Michael Jackson.
Oof.
And everyone who knows Michael Jackson has always known there's like a tint of, was Macaulay Culkin touched? Okay?
Yeah, probably. He turned out pretty fucked up, so I think maybe.
He's
great now. He's doing fantastic now.
He's turned the corner quite a bit. I don't know if that's like a therapy thing or what, but I think
he's down to shit. I think
maybe
great.
But after watching this, I'm just like, how was he not affected? Because the people that were the primary like people in the story were they're. I mean, essentially, they're no one. They might have been
let's be honest. If Joe Pesci couldn't murder Macaulay Culkin as Kevin McAllister, do you really think the King of Pop is going to be able to do any better?
No, well,
what if it was a cat and mouse game for years? It's just Macaulay Culkin like, you can't get me. Set these booby traps in your own house for you. That'd
be wild. Well, what it makes me think of is like, First of all, I like that they're telling the story. I have two thoughts. I like they're telling the story because there's some predatory behavior that you're just like, MSNBC didn't really cover with Chris Hansen because, like the dudes would show up at Chris Hansen's like fake house and they got pizzas and like they're in a SpongeBob shirt and they're like,
I got an Xbox.
Yeah, yeah. They're like, oh, let's come in here and he's like, sit down for a minute.
I got a Polly Pocket Playhouse.
Okay, this is. You ready?
Good boy.
You ready for it? Here. I'm about to throw you into the worst scenario.
God.
Okay, imagine that you're a child predator.
No! No! I won't. I refuse. This is a setup. Chris Hansen's about to walk in the door right now. I know it. He's trying to trap your own brother? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Okay, listen. All right, listen. Okay. My favorite thing in the show. Okay, this is
Imagine you're a child predator. What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, you're a piece of garbage. Yeah, let's go. Oh, he's dying.
Oh yeah, this is it.
Oh, there he goes. He's dead. Okay.
No. Okay, here we go. My favorite part of that show is when the dudes come in the back door and there's like, oh, you ready? And the girl's like, I'll be right out. Whatever. And then Chris Hansen shows up and he's like, sit down for a second. And there's an instant shock that shows up on their face. They're just like, what? Who are you? Yeah. Which first of all, like, how do you not know who Chris Hansen is at this point? Like, if this middle-aged gray-haired dude comes out with some paper files, like in a suit, and he's got a mic, like a lapel mic on, like you're in trouble.
It's the equivalent of like a teenage boy looking at porn.
Yeah,
and their dad just walks out of their closet suddenly.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Like, son, sit down for a second.
Let's talk about the vulva. No!
If our father ever said the word vulva, I would pee my pants. I don't even think he knows what that word is.
I think my feet would curl up like the Wicked Witch.
They would curl up upward. Your toes would curl upward into themselves, and you would just roll yourself out of the room. You would just slowly roll up like a sleeping bag and roll away.
Be over, like,
yeah, I'm out. See ya.
But I always love. I don't love it because these people are fucking disgusting people. But I love the excuses they always give. He's like, what are you doing here? And they're always like, well, I just noticed some behavior.
Yeah.
And they turn into like these super parents or like super guardians of like justice. They're like, and I thought I would just come here and talk to them about. He's like, well, what's the fuzzy navel drinks for?
Yeah. Sir, is your AOL Instant Messenger name Big Boy 69?
Yeah. Yeah.
No. Yeah, it says that you and Patricia is like, oh, hey, Patricia, would love to come over and play with your dolls. How old are you, sir?
Yeah, he's like, 45? I'm 37.
Yeah. Oh, so you still play with dolls? Yeah, I have some Geo.
I love dolls. I have a collection of Barbies. Like, they always just keep going into it.
I brought a Kindle in my backpack.
Terrible.
Oh, no. All right, I'm Micah.
I'm Cody.
And we're the Beer Brothers. he didn't even say his name.
I'm Cody. Okay, let's go.
Okay. And this is the Beer Brothers. Thank you to all of the breweries that brew their special breweries. Breweries. I've had 4 beers in an hour.
No, actually,
with increasing percentage of alcohol.
Let me just sign off here. All right.
We suck at this.
Mike, you can't do
We
it.
suck at this.
No, we don't. All right. Thank you to all the breweries that and their beautiful beers that they've created. It takes a lot of work and effort and thought to put these together, and they were actually all very delicious in their own forms. Maybe they weren't our favorites, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You still making a damn good product.
What was your favorite of the day?
My favorite of the day.
He just blew snot out of his fucking nose.
It's my nose right now.
Stop.
Sorry, Tennessee weather. I enjoyed the white Blackbird. I thought it was good, but it wasn't my favorite for sure.
Is it your baby? Is it your baby?
Yeah, dude. Devil's Backbone, Vienna Lager.
I really love the Fulkin. That's my number 2 is Fulkin.
That's definitely number 2. I'll give it
Blackbird's
to him.
number 1 for me.
Okay.
Personally, I'm more into the crazy, flavorful, like wild.
Yeah, I know. I liked it. It's an adventure for me for sure. But yeah, Devil's Backbones, which is what I brought.
But to all of the breweries, including Fulkin, which is half batch, and then we had Vienna, which is Devil's Backbone. Wild Heaven beer for their white
and Blackstone.
And then Blackstone for your New England IPA. I think that's the first time I've had a pure New England IPA like that.
From Nashville.
Thank you for everything you do. And this has been the Beer Brothers. Good night.